Hi, I'm Mona, and if you're here, you found Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. This is your extra, read all about it for February 2nd, 2020. I would like to say, do not live your life by the tarot. It is you that creates your own destiny. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share these videos. Somebody out there might enjoy them. Also, to my subscribers, welcome back, and to any new subscribers, welcome to the channel. I'm glad you're here. So grab your coffee and let's get started with this extra read all about it for February 22nd. I'm sorry, February 2nd, 2020. There's so many twos, right? You know, when you reduce all the numbers of this day today, we do get the number 8. So if that resonates with anybody, 8 could be your lucky number. This could be your lucky day. So all the cards are pre-shuffled. And I'm going to go ahead and do another quick shuffle just so I can get the general energy of the reading, okay? All right. So, general energy for February 2nd, 2020 is the Hermit. So, somebody's reflecting on something. This could be you or another person. But the energy today is reflection, reflecting on things that have happened, trying to go within and find out what happened here, okay? Why aren't things going my way, possibly? Trying to find the truth within, right? So, let's find out what is going on for February 2nd, 2020. February 2nd, 2020. Extra, read all about it. February 2nd, 2020. So first out we have, excuse me, we have the 9 of Coins. So there is a single woman here, and she is stable. She can take care of herself. She supports herself. She's, in her own power. She doesn't really need anybody. We also have the Page of Cups. Messages coming in. Messages from somebody of the past. Now, this person could be bringing in some sort of emotional message, possibly a message of a child. Okay? But this person is a person of the past, somebody who just can't let go of you. All right? They just can't let go of this situation. They're all up in their head about it. What has happened? Why is this person, not talking to me? Why have they left me? What is going on? Okay. Now this could be you, or we can just be starting out the stories here, okay? So I do see here, first person out is the single woman. Okay. The next cards out we have are the 8 of Cups. And it seems that this woman is single because she's walked away from a situation that she no longer wants to take part in. So she brought an end to this situation. So whatever message came in, or if there was a message of the past, she ended it. She said, forget it. I'm not dealing with you anymore. And this took a lot of strength to do this. She told this to somebody from the past. She doesn't want it anymore. She's done. Okay? She put an end to this, or an end has come to it, whether it was her putting an end or somebody else putting it to an end. But it's done. It is done. Whoever this person is dealing with in the past, from the past, it's done. Not wanting to deal with this anymore. I do see somebody working on something. Okay, this person who's hanging on to this situation is working on something, and they're working really diligently. Okay, so somebody is trying to create something new. Okay, I also see that there's somebody inspecting something, so somebody could be watching you. Somebody could also be trying to make repairs to something. Okay, it looks like this person here is working on some sort of gadget. Okay, so what I'm getting is somebody may be working on something in regards to, there's instructions here, right? There's trying to put something together. Maybe this person, oh, I also see that there's a symbol here. You know what? I'm seeing that this person who's holding on to possibly this single lady is studying something. And they're really into it. And it looks like this person's in their robe, so maybe they're doing this at night. Perhaps they're studying something at night, trying to work on something, something shifty, something shady, right? And you know what? Let me take a quick look. I don't know why I'm feeling this way, a certain way about something. Somebody is studying something about somebody. It looks also as if there are astrological symbols, and even like it kind of looks like this is a Saturn planet right here. So somebody might actually be doing something in regards to the planets. Maybe wanting to come in when the planet is at a certain phase. Wow, what a weird thing. Okay, so let's keep going here. What else do we have for extra read all about it? February 2nd, 2020. Yeah, somebody is studying something. Maybe they are studying why there has been this separation, because possibly this person feels that you are part of their future, or they are part of their future, right? That this single woman is part of their future, and they're wondering, wait a minute, this is not supposed to happen. Why is this happening? So let's see. Yeah, it's the King of Wands. So the single woman has separated herself from the King of Wands. Now we also have the King of Swords here. Now here's the next person coming out. So this could be the person who's working on something, because this person's got a lot of books in the background. Looks like they're studying. And the King of Swords, you know, they're all up in their head. They do their studies. They try to figure things out. And we have the Sun here. So this person is possibly, the King of Swords is trying to figure out the planets. You know, this could be this person here trying to study, trying to figure out when is the right time to come in to this woman, because the phases have not come along yet. We have the Four of Wands. They feel that this person is their person, that this person is the one they're supposed to be with. But this person, the single woman, she's done with this King of Wands. She wants nothing to do with him anymore. She has walked away, okay? Now, with this King of Swords, after this Tower moment, the King of Swords is, you know, thinking about somebody of the past. So this woman could be dealing with two people from her past, the King of Wands and the King of Swords. Now the King of Swords here, you know, the King of Wands is out of the picture. She's already cut him out. All right? She's done with him. Perhaps because of lies and deceit and from cheating and all that stuff, you know, just doing the wrong thing. Now, the King of Swords is also from her past, possibly. And after this Tower moment, and he has noticed that there's been a Tower moment, okay? Somehow, he has noticed there's been a Tower moment, okay? And this person, this King of Swords, definitely thinking about this woman from the past, about her being a very strong and powerful woman. She's in her power. She could be a Leo, right? But he's also seeing her as his son. And because he's so studious when it comes to possibly like astrology or something like that, he is actually holding on to her and looking into the astrological time, or when the moon phases are, so he can come in and make this offer to her. Okay, this could be an offer of a new friendship, taking the relationship to another level, or even marriage. So if you're in communication with this person might want to move forward. If you're not in communication with this person is trying to find the right time to come in to this single woman to make an offer, possibly. Okay, wow, very interesting how I got all that. All right, so let's find out what's next going on here in the extra. Hold on, let me just double check these cards. Okay, extra, read all about it for February 2nd, 2020. February 2nd, 2020. February 2nd, 2020. February 2nd, 2020. It does seem that possibly that this single woman, she is starting to become very enlightened. It seems maybe she is even actually starting to open that third eye. Okay, so she's starting to see people for who they really are. So the next cards we have out here are, we have the Five of Swords. So she did have arguments with somebody, okay? Arguments because of, you know, deception. The King of Swords could be dealing with the Queen of Swords. But in this story, whoever was deceived or whoever is arguing and having problems and issues, they're having these issues with the Queen of Swords. Okay? We also have the Queen of Wands. Wow, people are just starting to come out of the woodwork, huh? It does appear that the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords, they don't get along, okay? They're looking at each other. They're looking at each other with, you know, great discontent, all right? The Queen of Swords is looking at the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is, they're just not very happy. Now, the single woman could be this Queen of Swords, or it could be this Queen of Wands. Also, it could be somebody holding both energies, okay? They could have fire and air in their chart, okay? That's a really passionate person because air fuels the fire, right? Keeps it burning. So, what is the next card out? It is, okay, the Six of Wands. So whoever is holding on to this woman who is single, or, you know, actually, that is what I'm getting here. This woman who is single is actually holding these two energies. I tend to think that this woman has both of these signs in her chart. Okay? This single woman is going to have victory over a certain situation. A victory over a situation where there was arguments, fighting, lies, deception, just all that crap that you don't want to have in your life. She's had it. Okay? She's had enough. So she's going to have victory in this situation. The next cards I have out are the Six of Cups. Once again, somebody from the past, fighting, arguing with somebody from the past. And they're going to come in with a quick, swift, and passionate message to somebody, okay? They might be coming in with a message to this Queen of Swords. We also have the Seven of Wands. Now, if we're dealing with two separate people, this Queen of Wands is competition to the Queen of Swords. Okay? And this is possibly them not getting along. So possibly this single woman is the Queen of Swords, dealing with the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is jealous of the Queen of Swords because she will be receiving messages of love from somebody from the past. Okay? We also have the Six of Pentacles, having victory over a situation, but wanting equal give and take. So it appears that whoever is working on trying to get someone back, or trying to look at the moon phases and all that stuff to see when is the right time to come into this single woman, they want equal give and take with that woman. Or this person is having to give to two. Maybe this person is married and wants to keep these two people by their side. Either a polygamous relationship or someone's married with a side chick. Okay? Let's keep going. Alright, so the next cards I have out are the Ten of Pentacles. So it does seem that somebody from the past has possibly come into some money, right? And somebody is watching this person, watching them and their finances and how they're doing, possibly to come in for more deception. Okay? Five of Wands. Somebody definitely all up in their head, keeping themselves in this sort of mental prison, thinking about this person. Oh my gosh, this person is doing well. What did I do? I walked away from them, and now they're doing well. Well, maybe that's what they needed to do well, was to leave a certain situation or cut someone out of their life, right? We do have the Knight of Pentacles. Messages coming in, okay? And this could be messages of finance, okay? Somebody is becoming or is going to get a message of receiving money. Maybe somebody starts doing well in their business. Perhaps whatever they're doing is bringing in finances. Maybe they get a raise at their job. Whatever that is, some kind of message will come in regards to financial security. We also have the King of Wands here. Okay. So the King of Wands is here again. This is his story. This is the Queen of Wands story. This is the King of Swords story dealing with the Queen of Swords. And this is this single woman story. And the King of Wands is trying to swindle his way in, but she has cut him loose. Why? Because there's a Queen of Wands. She has cut out this King of Wands because there's a Queen of Wands. King and Queen of Wands. There's also another woman, the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords, you know, is also involved with the King of Swords, so she doesn't want to deal with the King of Swords anymore now. So this single woman could have an issue with possibly mingling or interacting with people who are taken already. But the people who are taken are not being honest. They're not telling her the truth if they're single or not. So she's just going to basically cut everyone out right now because she doesn't want to deal with this. Right? She doesn't want to deal with relationships right now. Perhaps she's looking within and trying to figure out, how can I figure out if people are telling me the truth? Right? How can I figure out if someone really is married or single or whatever? You know? There's plenty of ways to find out, too. Say, let me come to your house. Where do you live? Where do you work? Start asking questions. Okay? It's not all about, you know, talking about yourself all the time. Maybe you should let other people talk so you can figure out what their deal is, right? What they're trying to bring. You know, ask them, what do you want out of this relationship? How often, am I going to barely see you? Are you going to ghost me? You know, using all the pains from the past to realize how to move forward in the future. Okay? Because you can figure it out. Maybe you've been deceived before. Maybe you have traumas from the past dealing with your parents. Dealing maybe with your mother, dealing with a cheating father, or your father dealing with a cheating mother. Whichever way it goes. Perhaps you grew up thinking, you know this is not right. But you have something ingrained into your subconscious that's leading you in the directions of married people or people who are taken already. And possibly the ones who aren't taken, you kind of, you're not into them. Why? This is a subconscious issue that you need to solve. You can only solve that on your own. Okay? So let's go ahead and see what's next here in the situation for February 2nd, 2020. Extra, extra, read all about it. Extra, extra, read all about it. What is going on here in this story in regards to these two couples and this one single woman? You know, this single woman has already cut out this King of Wands, this person from the past. And what that has done for her, it has brought her actually this Ten of Pentacles energy, having all that financial security, right? King of Swords, not doing well with the Queen of Swords possibly, and a message coming in and keeping that person in their head about this message. Maybe the Queen of Swords is dealing with the Queen of Wands. You know, this just popped into my head. It could be that the King of Swords is no longer is not getting along well with the Queen of Swords. The King of Wands tried to step out of the relationship with the Queen of Wands to approach this single woman, possibly trying to find or get some kind of financial something, or trying to get something out of this single woman. It could be money, it could be sex, whatever, emotional stability, whatever. But this Queen of Wands is upset because she has to deal with this competition. And she knows she has to have the strength to do this and to deal with this. She could be dealing with a Scorpio. And I also see here that she is, she is the sun here. Why is this person straying outside the relationship when she is the sun? Why? Because it could possibly be that she is providing financial security for the King of Wands. So maybe this relationship between the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands is based on finances, not even love. Okay? And these two have been together for a while, possibly. I do see the King of Wands still looking at the past. He wants to have victory in a situation, and he is really studying hard, trying to figure things out, possibly watching a person studying the astrology, like I said. Okay? Because maybe he does want to separate from the King of Wands so he can move to the past, because, there's issues. Now, with this King of Swords not getting along with his Queen of Swords, he finds out that there was passion somewhere. This is a possibility. Doesn't have to resonate with everybody, okay? Let me just say this. The Queen of Swords could have some relations with the Queen of Wands. So this could be two women interacting with each other. Either they get along very well, or they don't get along at all. Maybe the Queen of Wands was an option in the past. But the King of Swords got some messages of passion, and maybe that messages of passion was the Queen of Swords, interacting with the Queen of Wands. That's just a scenario. I'm all stuttering. That's just a scenario. So, take that how it resonates. All right, so let's get started here with the next row of cards and find out what's going on in this story for February 2nd, 2020. Extra, extra, read all about it. Okay. We do have the Nine of Swords. It does seem that somebody is in their head about something, not feeling too good, probably feeling depressed, maybe because she had to let something go or someone let her go. And this is all due to secrets, lies, deception. She's been duped. She's feeling upset. And it's in regards to the lovers, somebody who she loves very much. But I do see that, we have angels surrounding her, and she is going to find somebody that she loves. Now, it could be the Queen of Wands finding someone she loves, all right? It could be somebody coming into her, but it also could be somebody coming into her, trying to, tell them tell her, oh, this has happened to me, I'm so sad. And so she comes in and she rescues him and holds him, and but this person might be from the past, okay? Your angels are around you, though, okay? You need to be strong here. You need to know, whoever this Queen of Wands is, you need to know or figure out where the truth lies here, okay? Now, the King of Wands is wanting a victory in a situation, and this could actually be with that single woman, or it could be trying to get their relationship back on track with the Queen of Wands. So maybe the King and Queen of Wands are on the outs right now, and he's given his attention to two, and she's very upset because she knows that she has to deal with competition when it comes to the King of Wands, possibly the competition between him and this single woman. But she shouldn't worry, because the single woman has cut out the King of Wands. She's cut him out. All right. So let's see what else we got here. Let's see what else we got here for February 2nd, 2020. February 2nd, 2020. February 2nd, 2020. Okay, so the next cards I have out are the King of Pentacles. So this single woman could be meeting the King of Pentacles sometime, or she maybe has met them already. King of Swords here is feeling left out of the cold by the Queen of Swords. Okay? This person is sad. Why? Because this person did something. I think this person may have shared passions elsewhere, or she has, the Queen of Swords has put her passion out somewhere. And now somebody's feeling left out in the cold because of this, and possibly the relationship or marriage is not doing well because of these secrets. Eight of Swords. So somebody is definitely feeling trapped in a situation. Queen of Swords could be feeling trapped in her relationship with the King of Swords. Okay? Because, there's money involved. Somebody might be staying in the marriage because they want to keep that money flow. Right? Maybe somebody has been supporting someone's habit. Bad habits. Toxic habits. Right? I do see, though, that we have the Page of Rods here. And the Page of Rods is, wanting to explore the options, go out, see what's out there, have an adventure. Adventures and passions. So it seems that this King of Wands is actually looking into the past, wanting to have victory with somebody from the past, wanting to explore this person again, having passion for this person. Even though he shouldn't, because he is still shacked up with the Queen of Wands. And this is where she's feeling trapped, like, gosh, I'm in this relationship and this person just keeps stepping out on me. And he's trying to start something with another person. Maybe he's constantly doing that, constantly out there trying to look for new adventures, new fun, even though he's married. The karma to this person will be very detrimental, right? We also could have that the Queen of Wands could be inviting lovers into her life. And maybe she has actually found that lover, and now she's feeling trapped because the King of Wands won't let her go. And maybe she wants to be with that lover, and that lover knows they're shacked up and they're feeling very sad about this. But she got herself into that situation. And she's having to give to this King of Wands all the time. Maybe she's the one with the money, and the King of Wands doesn't have a job, doesn't have no money, maybe got her pregnant, and so that's why they married, due to religious reasons. And he's not wanting to let go of her. Why? Because she's got money. Why should he let go of the Queen of Wands when she's got dough and he doesn't? And he's got all these habits, likes to go on adventures and do all these things. Why would he let that go? Right? So let's keep going. Wow, I'm getting a lot today. So next we have here for February 2nd, 2020, February 2nd, 2020. What's going on here? I'm dying to know. February 2nd, 2020. How does this end for today? February 2nd, 2020. Very interesting. So the next three cards out we have are the Star. It does seem that this King of Wands is hoping, just hoping that he can get back in with this single woman. Because either this single woman is, single and enjoying her life, or somebody will be coming into her life. Now, what I'm also getting here is she could be holding the energy of the King of Pentacles. She is the king of her own domain, right? She can take care of herself, even though she is hurt from the King of Wands, possibly, because she let him go and she had to. She knew she had to. It does seem that maybe she's holding on to a little bit of hope, but we do see here that the King of Wands is holding on to hope too. And I do see this girl looking up. This person could be holding on to hope because of that pentacle. She's staring at that pentacle. So it seems that the King of Wands is always philandering around with women who have money. And remember, you can swap the roles here, okay? Swap the roles if you need to. But somebody is trying to come in again. Why? Because somebody has money. Somebody is selfish and they are manipulative and they manipulate women out of their money, or men, okay? Here is this King of Swords. Once again, on top of himself, King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords has been all up in his head about this whole situation because he's involved with the Queen of Swords. They have a relationship, but she's cut him loose. Either she has cut him loose or he has cut her loose because of some kind of passionate message someone received in, a secret that someone didn't know about. Possibly could it be involving a child? Maybe the Queen of Swords got pregnant by someone else, and now the King of Swords is all up in his head. Damn. She stepped out of the relationship, and now I'm just in my head. I don't want to be with this woman anymore because that's not my child. She cheated, and I'm ready to end this. And he's heartbroken. He is heartbroken because he might have thought this was the one. But this Queen of Swords just had so many secrets going on, sleeping around possibly. He could have been working all day, busting his ass, busting his balls. And what is she doing? Inviting dudes over and just having a good old time with his money in his house, in his bed, in their bed. Shame. Shameful. Anyways, so what do we have next here? The Six of Rods. And it does seem like, once again, somebody is really looking for victory. It might even be this Queen of Wands is going to possibly have victory. Even though she seems like she's stuck right now, she might have victory over the situation. She might even have that lover that she wants. She's going to have that victory because she's strong. She's braving through all of this, right? She received a message of financial security, okay? And I think maybe that's why these two are separate now, okay? This King of Wands is kind of all over the place, right? I have a feeling this is the player here. I have a feeling that this couple here, the King of Swords, is married to the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords stepped out with the King of Wands, possibly got pregnant from him, okay? So obviously these two don't get along. And they could have both gotten involved with this somebody who's possibly an Aquarius, because that's what the Star card is, right? And She's having victory in this situation with the King of Wands because possibly she found this out. She wants to be with her lover. She's feeling trapped now, but she will have victory because the news will come out about the Queen of Swords having a child with the King of Wands. King of Swords divorces Queen of Swords. King of Wands will not have victory with the single woman. She's already cut him loose. She's cut him loose. He can come back, but she's just going to cut him loose again because this single woman, she knows things. She's found things out. And she's going to hold on to her pentacles. If she's holding that King of Pentacles energy, she's going to hold on to that. And she's going to hope to hold on to that because she's not holding on to the King of Wands anymore. This King of Wands is the one who just goes out on adventure, spends people's money. So this King of Wands, very bad person, very, very bad. But the Queen of Wands is going to have victory over this. Why is the King of Wands like this? Because he's in the King of Cups energies. This guy is just real emotional, likes to have loving, likes to be around with the ladies. He likes to be emotionally fulfilled. So he might be going around everywhere because he just doesn't ever feel emotionally fulfilled. Maybe he needs to be overflowing with love at all times. Now, this is something that could stem from this person's childhood. You know, you can't blame this person 100% for being this player or sleeping around or doing this because this was a learned action. This is something that he had to deal with through his whole lifetime because that's what he saw through his own parents. Right? Perhaps he never received any emotional stability from his parents, so now he just seeks it wherever he can, everywhere he can. Always and forever going to be doing that until, of course, he figures out what he's doing. Until he figures out, why can't I keep a lady? I find these ladies and I love them, but then I leave them because I need more. It's almost like they have addictions to emotions. Addiction to being in love or being loved. And this is something traumatic from childhood. Definitely stemming from childhood issues. Okay? Now, everyone here is going through trauma from childhood issues. Choosing the wrong mate, being deceived. All this stuff is happening to these people because something from their childhood has triggered them to move in these directions. So you can't really get mad at anybody or everybody or whatever. All you can do is try to just understand the situation and move forward in your own life, If you see that there's no hope or this person's going to keep doing these things or I keep putting myself in these situations, it's time for you to look within. It's time for you to be that hermit and look within yourself so you can heal yourself. Time to take that Virgo energy and put it to work. And this is the time. Perhaps this is the day 2020, reducing down to 8. Maybe this is the day you start doing that. Right? 8, 9, 10. You're close to ending the cycle. So maybe, soon you will find out the reasons why you're doing that. And then you can end all those past traumas. Or end at least one of them. Because we've got traumas probably that will go on until we die. Or we pass on. But I do see here that this is something that we all need to go through. There's something that needs to be healed here in order for us to move forward a little bit better than before, right? Very interesting. This King of Wands here seems to have a lot of issues. A lot of them. And I feel like he's dealing with a lot of traumas. And these are all emotional traumas. What do I have here? Look at that at the bottom of the deck, the Hierophant. Yes. Somebody, or there's a lot of marriages involved here. And there are marriages that are possibly coming to an end because of, cheating, lying, deception. Very interesting, very enlightening, right, you guys? Wow, this was a good one today. All right, so let's go ahead and find out what is going on. Oy. I decided not to take the flying cards anymore because it's like such a hassle to go chasing over them. And, you know, I've been doing this shuffle, cut, and pick deal. And the way I see it, I have made it clear to my spirit guides, this is how I want to do it from now on. So please get used to it. And I think it's working out because these are really coming out as good messages for people, you know. As long as I announce that I'm going to pull the next card so Spirit knows which cards to throw in the way, right? Because that's how I feel it's done. Spirit knows which cards are going to be thrown into the mix. So I'm about to pick out 2 cards right now. I'm going to get this last one in here. Now the 2 cards coming out next are confusion. So it could be somebody is confused here. All right. I have a feeling it's the King of Wands. Insecurity. Okay. Somebody also feeling insecure because someone obviously stepped out of the relationship. Okay. Let me do another quick shuffle here because I'm going to pick 2 more cards. Okay. All right. The next 2 cards are balance. It is time for the Queen of Wands to find some balance. You know, she maybe has found balance with this other person. And this is where she might have a victory in regards to this King of Wands, or yeah, King of Wands holding this King of Cups energy, this emotional, you know. You know what? It could also be the King of Wands getting involved with the King of Cups too. So this could also be, you know, 2 males getting together. Who knows? Let's see. Next, we have the Wisdom card. So, okay, this is for everybody so far. Everybody's confused, okay? They don't know why things are happening the way they are. Everybody's got a little bit of insecurities. We all do. We all do. We all of us, you know, even if we're mad about it, we all need to find balance, all of us. And it might be a struggle. Maybe we think we don't, but we do. And then everybody needs to dig deep because there is some inner wisdom, I think, right? There is some inner wisdom inside us that we need to figure out for ourselves. Perhaps we are needing to go into nature. Perhaps we need to do a little bit more praying, right? But we all are seeking some sort of wisdom to help us out of the situation, right? So now, with this single woman dealing with this King of Wands, maybe there was some confusion here, or maybe the King of Wands is confused. Why is this lady letting me go? Well, possibly because you're with the Queen of Wands, right? She's upset. Single woman is upset. She had to let you go because of the cheating and the lying. Why would she even want to talk to you anymore, King of Wands? Why are you confused about all this? See, it seems here there's a woman here and there's somebody whispering in her ear. She's not confused, right? Or, you know, you may be confused on what's going on. Maybe people are telling you things and you're believing them, thinking like, oh, she's, you know, she doesn't want you, she's this, she's that, whatever the case may be. Or she could be sitting there and listening to herself and possibly negative talk, you know, like a negative, like, you know how one day you wake up and you're in a good ass mood and everything goes great all day. Next day comes along, you wake up and you're in a shit mood. So something happens to where there's some energies that move towards another person that puts them from a good mood into a bad mood, right? So she could have cut him off because of something she heard. You know, maybe her spirit guides told her something, right? Maybe the King of Wands is confused. He doesn't know why she cut him out. He still has hope in this situation, but she walked away. It's already too late. She walked away, right? She's already cut him loose. It's going to have to be a miracle if she even talks to that guy again, right? I also see here with this King of Swords, there's a lot of insecurities going on between this couple because, you know, somebody stepped out of the marriage and possibly got pregnant by someone else. I do see the King of Swords looking at the King of Wands, so, or the direction of the King of Wands. So I have a feeling the King of Swords does know that the King of Wands is involved here and with this child. So, and that's, you know, bad news because look at him holding that sword. He's ready to just, he's mad, okay? He has pulled out his sword. So he's feeling a little insecure because this has happened. Why would she step out on me? Why did she do that? You know, the King of Wands is real passionate. I tend to think that the King of Wands is passionate and very manipulative. Very much so. And so the secret came out. A child was birthed, right? Because, you know, you see this guy in this heart, and then you see this devil right here. And it kind of looks like this umbilical cord, right? Kind of looks like the umbilical cord from the heart. So, yes, it does seem that a child was born to a married couple by another person because somebody stepped out or cheated, right? And I also do see here now next we have balance. And the Queen of Wands is, you know, she's in love with someone else. She wants to find balance in a situation because she knows that this King of Wands, the person that she could be married with, shacked up with, is a big old cheater. But I do see she will find balance because these secrets about getting someone else pregnant, somebody in a marriage, whatever have you, that's going to be brought to court. That's going to be brought to court. The judge is going to probably end the situation in favor of the Queen of Wands. She's going to have victory. There's going to be balance back in her life, and she's going to be able to be with a person who's not going to cheat on her, who actually loves her, who wants to stay by her side. And their relationship will be guarded by the angels of love, right? Now, the King of Wands, my gosh, or the Nine of Wands, right? Nine of Wands. Okay, the Nine of Wands and the King of Wands. Yeah, jeez, this guy. I'm telling you, who is this guy? The King of Wands, you know, he could have water and fire in his chart. He could be holding both of these energies. He could be dealing with another man, right? This could be somebody who is possibly bisexual, or even, you know, or even gay. Maybe he's going to come out of the closet. Maybe he's gained wisdom about himself. But I do see here that he's working on something. I think this King of Wands is working on trying to bring something back. You know, and yes, definitely going to have to give to two, but he has the wisdom to see now what he has done. Perhaps he grew up not really, you know, he wasn't nurtured properly. He wasn't emotionally stable his whole life. He could have been around toxic parents, parents who just didn't basically give a shit about him. And maybe his whole life, he's been trying to fight for his parents' love, and they have been taking advantage of that. Taking advantage of his emotions. Poor guy. I feel bad, but then I don't, okay? And now this guy might be gaining some wisdom about this, about why he's the way he is. Because of toxic parents. Possibly a toxic mother. Because this is why he keeps running to all kinds of women, trying to get that emotion and that love and that nurturing, because he never got it from his mom. His mom might be saying to him as an adult, I love you, my son, this, that, and the other. But that's a lie. That's not true. Because she keeps deceiving him. Because if she changed or was different, she would have apologized and give him all the nurturing he needs to help him heal. But she's not, because he's still running around, still trying to find, you know, emotions elsewhere, nurturing elsewhere, because he just can't get it at home. But he's still trying to fight for his mother's emotions, her nurturing, but she's not going to give it. You know, you hit a certain age, it's too late. She's not going to give it. And eventually, because, you know, they all need to go into the hermit mode, I think what's going to happen here is he's going to go into that hermit mode, and he is going to gain the wisdom he needs. He is going to get that spiritual guidance. His spirit guides are going to come to him and say, hey, look, we're going to give you a really gnarly dream. It's going to be rated R. You're going to be traumatized, but we got to show it to you. Or something's just going to happen in their life that's just going to be like, oh my gosh, I realize what's going on now. Some kind of trigger moment, you know. Everybody changes, you know, anybody can change, and all these changes usually happen from trigger moments, okay? Something absolutely devastating has to happen to a person in order for them to see the truth, you know. You can't, that's like, you know, you can't just make someone change. Like, for example, an alcoholic. Somebody drinks alcohol to escape their problems. Maybe one day they find out that their liver is expanding and they could be dying from cirrhosis. That's a good reason for change, right? If they keep drinking alcohol, they're going to die in 2 or 3 months, whatever. That's a trigger moment. So something is going to happen to this King of Cups where a trigger moment hits, and then they're going to have a realization. They're going to gain that wisdom they needed to know about in order to move forward. So that's just for today. That's just what I got for today. Doesn't mean that it's going to happen today, but that's what's coming out in the cards today. Everyone here needs to go into hermit mode and seek some sort of spiritual wisdom to help them get through whatever it is that at this moment is causing them issues in their life. Okay. Whoa, this was a long one, you guys. I don't know. I just got so many messages today, and that's, hey, you know what? Some days are good, you know, they're just simple messages, and some days there's some deep-ass messages. So that was your extra. Oh, I almost forgot the stars. Yeah, it's because messages kept coming out. I forgot about the stars, okay? So we're going to find out what we have in the stars here. Yes, what is in the stars for the viewer today, or in this story today, however you want to put. Here we are. Let me see if I can get a couple more. Ooh, okay. So I do have here dishonorable. Definitely someone was being dishonorable. We all know who, right? Yes, they had dreadful activity. Dreadful. Yes, I'm totally resonating with the story. There were fights, definitely, and there might even be a fight coming up between this King of Swords and the King of Wands. Yeah, and there will be losses here. Loss of relationships because of, you know, stepping out of relationships. Kind. Somebody here is kind and is going to be kind to another person. Something may start out fresh, but there's a lot of mad people enraged, okay? So somebody was dishonorable. There was a lot of fights in this situation. It could have been with a kind person, and it caused somebody to become enraged, pissed off, angry, mad, okay? This is a dreadful person who has done all of this to all of these situations. One person has managed to fuck up everybody's day, all right? Now, there will be a loss in the situation, okay? There will be a loss, oh gosh, I hate that I just thought about that, but there could be a loss of a child. Somebody could be losing a family member, a relative, whatever. But I do see some fresh beginning happening, okay? And all this fresh beginning that's going to happen is due to somebody being really enraged about something, okay? I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means, but that's what I'm seeing here. Someone kind, someone fresh is something that's gonna enrage this person, or somebody's going to be enraged in regards to a kind person. or a person maybe starting out fresh, starting out new, I don't know. But there is deep anger here, okay? Deep anger. And this could be coming from like the childhood issue thing I told you about, possibly having toxic parents, just growing up in a bad environment. You know, we are a product of our own environment, okay? The way we are today is because of how we were brought up, right? You can change that, although. You can change that. If you can figure out what your traumas are, you can definitely change this, okay? Now, let's see what letters we have here real quick before we hit that hour mark. We have the letter P. We have the letter H. We have the letter E. We have the letter M. Oops. We have the letter Q. We have the letter X. We have the letter R. I always feel weird when I flip over the Q because I'm like, what word is Q? But then I think about the name Quincy, so then that changes everything. But okay, so you could have any of these letters in your name. Okay, this could be the letter of your spouse, of your parent, of your child, whoever. If it does have any kind of, you know, resonation to that, this could be your story, or part of it can be, you know, you could be, you know, the King and Queen of Wands, or you could be these two people, or those. Doesn't matter, you know, these are separate stories, but they are actually all linked, right? They're separate stories that are kind of linked. And what do they all have in common? The King of Wands. So, that's all I have for you guys today. Wow, I can't see how the rest of, or how next week goes, but that's what I have for you today. This is February 2nd, 2020. This was your extra, read all about it, general reading for all signs. Please, I'd like to ask you, if this did resonate, please comment below, and please subscribe, like, comment, and share these videos. Let this get out. This is a good one. All right, my name is Mona. This is Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot, and I'll definitely see you guys next time.